What's going on, guys? This is Cordero. In today's video, I'm going to answer a question from my guy Curtis off Instagram. He's currently a WGU student, and his question is, does he think that WGU prepared me adequately enough to become a nurse? First off, before we get into the video, let me apologize. I'm recording this off of my phone. I actually came back into town to Dallas for a little bit before I go back to my travel assignment, and I left my, my good camera back in my Airbnb. But anyways, if you're not familiar with my background, I graduated in WGU 2019, and I'm currently an ICU nurse. I've been working in the ICU for a little bit over a year now, and I feel confident as a nurse. Of course, there's things we're always gonna need to learn and freshen up our skills on, but I can keep somebody alive if I need to. So do I think WGU prepared me to be where I'm at now? I think WGU, just like a lot of nursing schools, gives you the bare basics. So transitioning into the nursing profession as a professional nurse is really different from being a student. Like you learn your foundations and about your disease processes, but when you're actually out there in the field, on the floor as a nurse, you need to continue doing your education. That's simple enough. I think WGU prepared me enough to be a well-rounded nurse. Of course, I passed my NCLEX the first go round, so that speaks to their program, right? But I definitely feel where Curtis is coming from, right? Because Curtis is saying that he's out in California with the whole COVID outbreak going on. They're not able to go to some of these clinical sites and some of these hospitals to get their clinical hours in. He's saying they're calling them the night before to drive halfway across the state. And then once they get to these places that they're canceling them, then they have to drive back. And it sounds like a shitty situation, to say the least, especially as a student, because as a student, you're already worried about the didactic part of your program. And then you get so excited to go to clinicals, and then clinicals aren't available. And that sucks, right? I didn't have to deal with this in my program. So Curtis, you have to suck it up, man. I know it sucks. And it sucks that WGU is like this, you know what I mean? I'm not sure if their partnerships with hospitals aren't as strong as some of the other more established nursing programs. But at the end of the day, know that you're gonna get the majority of your training, and you're gonna learn how to become a competent and successful nurse after you graduate. Yeah, nursing school is cool, and that's where you learn the basics, but once you get out on the floor and you continue to do your education, you start looking up disease process even more in depth, why things are happening, and you're actually seeing it in front of you. That's when you're really going to get a good pulse on what's going on in your specialty. Do I think WGU offers a successful program to make a successful nurse? Short answer is yes. Do they have everything kinked out nice and ironed perfectly? They don't. I don't think any nursing school does. So if you are in nursing school during this whole pandemic, word to you, stay strong, and hopefully you'll make it through this soon. So we'll talk to you next time, guys. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them down at the bottom. Peace.